We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now Spears to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The Spears with another carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. $35 yards that time on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Richardson working from the gun. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Shoves him aside. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Titan defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Downs going in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Trucks over it. What an effort. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
From the 10, first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Again, it'll be Taylor. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Richardson now on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through, and the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. In motion goes the tight end. Levis now on 2nd down. That one's taken in by Spears. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. And here's a give to Spears. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Titans had 7 and 4 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On the option, here's Spears. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. Right back to Spears. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
More the motion man. Levis on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Now Richardson going to shift things up. To throw is Richardson. On 1st and 10. Shoves him aside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is no good. so, wide to the left. And that will keep this a 3-point game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Hand off to Spears. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Off the play fake, Levis. Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Levis back to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Levis. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They go play action with Richardson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Just one field goal in a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, Sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. That one finds Pierce right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
What are we doing?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 2nd and 9. And now a run with Spears. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
28-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Levis to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Richardson. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gay's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these 2 defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play.
Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Levis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw. Touchdown, Colts! Jelani Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. He's got it at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they got back to where they want to be, he'll try it out there for the next one.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st-and-goal situation. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all know they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback for the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Quick slant caught by Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson going to move him around. The short throw pulled in by Woods. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Gay knocks this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Levis. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Here's Richardson. Airing it out deep for Woods. Touchdown! Jelani Woods with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This is 1st and 10. Levis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Indianapolis, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Titans, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.